Devil Gymnasium. We've got a late start tonight. We had some fun in the sophomore game. We'll pick that up in a second here. As we get ready tonight, this is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball, non-conference style tonight, as the Blue Devils will take on and host the Senators from Springfield. Hi, I'm Jeff Wellman. We have a full day of basketball here in Mecca Sports. The girls won down at Columbia against Principia in overtime. And in the sophomore game, double overtime, sophomores win 90-86. Avery Beeston hit a three-pointer early, could have been a four-pointer, missed the free throw, and then did hit a four-pointer late. And Clausell had a pretty good closeout as well as he missed two free throws, then got the ball and went in for a layup. So one overtime, two overtimes. I don't anticipate three overtimes, but we'll be here, and Coach Pettit will be along to join us here. So a lot of fun already, and it kind of really hyped up the crowd that's here for tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the crowd was getting into the sophomore game, back and forth, high-scoring affair, getting after it, pushing the ball, kicking it out. I expect to see a lot of that from the Blue Devils tonight.
Indeed, and, of course, it's the pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear the coach's comments from Andy Douglas breaking down tonight, and then we'll take over for the rest of the pregame show as it's the Blue Devils and the Senators on MeccaSportsCo.com.
For many, your home and auto are two of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most: your home, your car, and your family. At Freiberg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Now our time for our coaches' comments, brought to you by Kunis Honda. Kunis Hyundai, faith, family, and giving back in our second home game in a row. Kind of love those things with a win last night. A little different team we got tonight in the Senators is they're going to be very aggressive.
Yeah, there will be. Different look, a lot of zone defense, 2-3 zone. Look to trap quite a bit. Team that wants to get up and down the floor, run in transition. Different weapons, strong team. So it's going to be a much different look for our guys tonight, but a challenge that we need and we're ready to get after. And
they've got a little momentum. They mentioned They won the Pekin Consolation 3 games. Last night they won, so they're on a 4-game run there. And plus some of their losses, East St. Louis, Peoria, MacArthur, Belleville West, Althoff, I think those were all under 4 points. In fact, most of those were 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, they're a tough team. They mix things up. They want to play you physical. So, big on the inside that likes to go, bang you around, try to go through you, kind of like a bull in a china shop at times. So get after rebounds, just a physical team. So we're going to have to play, really, really solid tonight, especially defensively, make things difficult for them, and then execute our zone offense. We haven't seen a ton of zone this year. We've seen it, from time to time, but it's going to be a lot tonight. Got to have guys not just relying on outside shots early on, but getting the ball into the short corner, getting the ball into the high post, attacking gaps that they leave in the high post.
And of course, we know it starts on our defensive end. We've been looking pretty good on the defensive. I know last night you didn't like the away defense early in the ball game.
No, we have to do a better job of staying engaged off the basketball, staying aggressive in our gap, not allowing guys to penetrate and try and get into the middle there. And when the ball gets to the middle, defenses tend to break down. Everybody tends to stare at it. You're going to see that a lot from Springfield. We hope that we're a little more disciplined in that area, but no, it's got to be better all around. Our communication has to be better, energy has to be better, and they're more than capable, of it. We've seen it a few times this year already in spurts. We need to put a full one together.
And these are the challenges that the Devils want to have throughout the season, so we get ready for postseason.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of many that we've had already and that we're going to have here in the second part of our season.
All right, well, good good luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
And that's Andy Douglas. His comments, of course, brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we get back, it's the Blue Devils and the Senators right here on megasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
If you're a business owner, a lot of things keep you awake at night. Your insurance shouldn't be one of them. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. Call Freiberg Insurance in Quincy for a quick insurance review. They'll make sure your business coverage is up to date and thorough. Freiberg Insurance will work with you to put together a policy that fits your business and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
And back at Blue Dove Gymnasium, the pregame show brought to you by megasportsco.com. You heard Coach talking about keys to the game, and it really, not to get redundant, overuse it, but it really comes to how we play as a team, and it starts in defense. But what we do, because what we will do will change what the Senators will do.
Yeah, and, I tell you what, looking at, Springfield warming up, I don't think they have anybody to guard Keyshawn. So I would start right there, and I know last game, Bradley took it over, but, firing threes. But, if that's not working, let's get it down low. Let's go, 2 points at a time, and let's, get out on the defensive end. That's where it's going to be, and then get out and, the transition offense, the 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s. That's where you do your damage.
And, of course, last night the Devils were back here at Blue Dove Gymnasium. Conference game, the Western Big Six, winning that one 90-34. But they were on all cylinders, and even the subs last night to improve to 14-1 and 5-0 in the conference. As Coach mentioned, Longcore had 28, 5 guys in double figures. Dom Clay had 14, Keyshawn had 13, Rico had 12, and Cameron had 10.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you can put 5 guys in double figures, you're doing something right.
Well, yeah, and they share the ball, and I'll tell you what, BL3 with that 28 points, he had to have at least 6-7 assists, and usually I'm pretty good at guessing this stuff, but, he has some beautiful passes getting into the lane, and then dishing off for layups or dishing off for the wide open threes.
Yeah, he definitely saw the floor well, and he keeps his head up, moves well with the basketball. But we saw a lot of good stuff run, and that's when the Devils do their best. Speaking of earlier today, the Devils did their best, and we'll give a shout-out to Brad Dance and all the Quincy High girls down in Columbia as they wait till tomorrow to play Stratford at 2 o'clock. Great ball game up there today as we took it to overtime, 48-48, won in overtime, 64-61, and Principia, that was only their second loss. They had lost to Link Academy before, but the Devils looked pretty darn good today. Early, made some bad passes and gave up a lot of rebounds, but they shored that one up for the second half and into overtime.
Well, I tell you what, the team they played tonight, and I haven't seen Galesburg yet. Now I'll get a chance to see them, coming up, but that was better than Sterling, better than Alleman. That team that we played today, and ended up being on top. And it was one of those hard-fought games to where you needed contributions from people that you don't usually look at for contributions. Cam Bryquist, she did one heck of a job. And I tell you what, that's going to be a fun team to watch come playoff time. Now, they're probably going to get old, so we'll see what they do down there at Granite City or Belleville East or West, wherever in that they play. But, I give this team a shot against Alton.
Indeed. Of course, Deja Scott, the big girl on the other side, ended up with 17 points before she fouled out with 3:23 left. And then Jada Brown fouled out with 30.7 seconds in overtime. That was, by the way, Scott was fouled out, and I think that might have been regulation there. But before fouling out, she had 14 points. But Miley Longcore had 20 to lead the way, lighting them up from threes. And like you mentioned, we saw something from everybody. And Cameron Byquist, here we were worried that she wasn't going to be able to play. She has a great game. And then even Madeline Hamby early in the ball game got hurt. She bounced back after having an ankle taped up. So tomorrow will be some fun. Sunday at the Sophie Classic, 2 o'clock.
I'm gonna tell you what, having Byquist to be able to play the point of that 1-2-2 gives you a lot of flexibility, with Nicholson and the rest of the gals, to play different positions, which is very good.
I always love bending my neck here to see if I can see the starters when they put it up on the side. It's, of course, right to our left. And for those who have been here, many of you have, we got a glance over your shoulders there. I get the starting lineups here. And, of course, our starting lineups will be brought to you by Blessing Health when we get to that point. As we've got still a couple minutes here as the band's here, the pom-pom, the cheerleaders, everybody's rocking. I went down and said hi to the tuba guys and gals tonight. There's 3 of them in there. And, of course, the rest of the band as well. And the crowd got excited early with that double overtime sophomore win, and hopefully that'll carry right into tonight and the excitement. Sometimes it's just best, like we did at halftime for the show, just to watch the show. Speaking of, though, the show, coming up next week, after we get by tonight, we got a busy week here, and it starts off Tuesday as we travel back to Wharton Fieldhouse, this time for the boys, and Sean Taylor's squad on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Thursday, we head back up to Rocky, and it'll be the old gym, which is the girls' gym, and the girls will play at Rocky on 7 o'clock Thursday night. Then we have Rocky come in here on Friday night, and then, of course, on Saturday, Lincoln comes to town as well. So for the boys, 3 big games: Moline, Rocky, Lincoln, and the girls will take on Rocky as well. So, and Rocky played very good after the Devils beat them the second game of the season. Rocky went on a little bit of a run there, and they're right there with Moline.
So do the girls have a game on Saturday next week?
They do not.
So Western Big Six girls are taking off Saturday, because they used to do Thursday, Saturday.
Sometimes. The next 2 weeks we only have one game. The next week we'll play Geneseo, but we will also have the Millard North in the shootout. The girls will be in the shootout. Yep. They play at 12 o'clock in the shootout.
Didn't we see Millard North today up at...
If you did, I did not see them.
Well, I saw the team that had N on it, and they were Mustangs, so I didn't know if that was Millard North or...
I will check. I don't know if I have my my Sophie here. As we get ready to get my lights back on here, ready to go for the starting lineups. First of all, we'll have the national anthem. And with that...
Good crowd tonight on Saturday night.
Lights are on. We'll stand and stay here for the national anthem. And our national anthem brought to you by the Quincy High Band. Time for our starting lineups. They're brought to you by Blessing Health, Blessing Orthopedic, and Sports Medicine. We have you covered from head to toe.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Back to Blue Devil Gymnasium as we get ready for the starting lineups. We'll start with a visiting team. That is the Senators of Springfield. They're in black, trimmed in, actually in gray for this game.
Trimmed in red and black.
Doing a double check here as they go through everybody here, and I'll be able to do this through Titus. Just making sure. So here's our starters for the Senators. They come in 10-8 after winning last night at Normal. Number 0, Noah Wade. He had a last-second shot in that game. He's a sophomore, 6'4". Number 3, Jaden Wilson. He's a senior, 6'3". Number 12, Elijah Wade, a junior, 6'5". Number 23, Logan Peach, a junior, 6'4". And number 32, a senior at 6'6", Valor Kamalafi. And, of course, they are coached by Marquise Warfield. Devils are up now, and we're going to watch the video here before we give our starting lineup. Titus Petty will come out as the Devil.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Our Blue Devil, Titus Petty. Now time for your starting lineup. The Quincy High Blue Devils, all seniors in the starting lineup, and here's where we'll go. Number 5, Cameron Wires. He's at the point, 5'10". Also at a guard. Lightening him up from outside or in. Bradley Longcord III. He wears number 12, 6'4". Dom Clay, number 14, 6'3". Running the floor quite well. Mark Lauthan, that extra stuff as well as them high arching threes. He's a 6'5" senior, wears number 20. And rounding out the big guy inside, Keyshawn Thomas, number 42 at 6'6". The Devils are coached by Andy Douglas, assisted by Bruce Bonas, Ryan Brown, Jeff Obert, and they are wearing their home white trimmed in blue. And we are ready to get after it here, Coach. We've had double headers, we've had overtimes, we've had a lot of excitement here. An hour behind the official tip. This was the tip back in our day, 8 o'clock if we were lucky.
Yeah, they make those trips back from the Quad Cities very late. You know, tipping at 8 o'clock, you know, up at Moline or Rock Island. Getting out by 10, 10:30. You know, stop and get some food. Yeah, you get home about 2:33.
And a 2-lane highway most of the time back then.
Yeah.
No matter what direction we made it. There's all the little fans out there. They all go down to the far end, giving the Devil a high five when he goes by. Let me get my court readjusted here as I tried to get the action that was going out there in the pregame. get back and get the whole court here for you. They're getting a little touchy tonight.
It's going to be big time how the Blue Devils come out here in the first 3 minutes, set the tone for this game, and then get after it, quarters 2, 3, and 4.
Opening tip, won by the Devils. They're coming into your living room. On the right side, zone as we mentioned, from Springfield. Point is BL3, left side is Dom Clay, short corner, Keyshawn. Inside, BL3 kicks it out. Cameron Wires fakes, steps inside, 14-footer. No good, rattles in and out. Senators get the rebound. Outlet pass almost stolen by BL3, and they call a foul as he hit the basketball at half court. And with that, we'll tell you the varsity officials tonight, Billy Hickox, Steve Keene, and John Deering. This team is from Springfield, if I remember right. We've seen them out many, many times in the past. First foul of the game goes against the Devils, and it is Longcore. Devils coming up man-to-man in the set. Wilson sends it left side, dropping it down to the short corner. Louthan playing good defense. Ball almost lost. It's on the floor. The big man picked it up. Komolafi. We're about a minute into the first quarter. No score. Devils had the ball first. Work the ball is Wade. That's Elijah. He stops at the right elbow. No good on the shot. Keyshawn gets the rebound. Keyshawn wearing white sleeves tonight. In transition, Dom Clay. And Dom made a cut from the corner, but stepped on the out-of-bounds line. We saw that a couple times in the girls' game today. One for each team. Turnover. 7 minutes exactly first quarter. Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit. Coach Pettit.
I don't know how, with as much room as you got in the NBA, you don't have very much room down the corner, but you got a lot of room in the high school game.
Dom Clay with a steal. Clay was coming in to go up. Clay had the ball tipped away by Jaden Wilson, but he thought he touched it last, and he went diving for the ball, and it goes across to the Senators. Devils will come out in their 1-2-2 three-quarter court. Wires at the point, Longcore and Clay at half court. Louthan and Keyshawn deep, but Louthan comes up because there's only one deep player. As we mentioned, gray and black. Shot taken, no good. Keyshawn gets another rebound.
Another rebound one-handed because the dude from Springfield had the other arm.
Wires in the corner, comes back out to BL3. Pulls up for 16 feet. Comes up the front of the iron. Ball is tipped out. Cameron tried to get to the ball. Wilson came away for Springfield.
2 minutes here, and nobody scored yet.
Devils had a couple looks. The action pretty well on the defensive side. Way out here on the Peaches on the outside. Nowhere near the basket. Peach basket. Right side shot for three. Good. And the big guy hits the first shot. That is Komolafi. And opens up the game. 3-0 Springfield. They come out with some man-to-man as well. Actually, it looked like a zone setup. Ball goes in the corner. Comes back out to Longcore. He stops at the charity stripe. He backs up for a three. Uses the front of the iron, the backboard, and it goes. Three-pointer by Longcore. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th in Seminary Road. Tied up at 3. 2.5 already into the first quarter. Ball goes inside. Longcore thought he might foul. Backed away. Keyshawn, good job on Komolafi. He got bumped twice. Keyshawn got the rebound. And I believe Komolafi fouled him, didn't he? Or did they call a jump ball?
But Jaden Wilson got in his face, after that, and Keyshawn didn't appreciate it.
I did not see that up on the board, Coach, so I'm wondering if it was called a jump. They have not put a foul up, and nobody came over here. Longcore's foul is still on the board. And there, Allen Iverson, Hippenson just did the switch, and the PA announcer called it a jump ball. Springfield gets the ball. Short corner in the left side, Elijah Wade. He pulls up, hits the shot, and a little backup. Wade with another basket, 5-3. Senators with the lead.
Once again, the Blue Devils are going to see everybody's best shot, so they have to weather the storm.
BL3 drives down the lane, kicks it on the block. Keyshawn goes in strong. BL3 the assist. Keyshawn with the basket, tied at 5. Devils in that 1-2-2 three-quarter court. Middle of the floor. Komalafi. Wow. Is this a double-A game or a 4A game, or is this the third grade kids game at half court?
Coach Douglas isn't very happy.
Calls Keyshawn. These guys call a lot of Class A ball, and that was a Class A foul, by the way. Time to adjust. Remember, that's how we do it. Inside 5 minutes, first quarter. Shot from the corner, no good. Don Clay closed out. It was an air ball. Keyshawn got the rebound. BL3 coming through everybody. Left side. Cameron Wires, no good on the three. Tipped by Louthan. Ball is alive. Keyshawn hustles down. Beating him to it is Noah Wade for the Senators. He falls, and that's a travel, folks. You hit the floor, you got to get rid of the ball or keep your dribble going. Blue Devil basketball.
I like the activity from the Blue Devils here, in the first 4 minutes. I know it's only 5-5, but their activity on the defensive end, the offensive end, I like what I see.
Dom Clay will trigger it. Free throw line extended on the far end, right in front of the Bruner family. Talked to Coach Bruner before the ball game, as well as his sister Debbie Niederhauser. And that's where Mrs. Bruner sat for all those times. Now she makes all the games from above. She got the best seat in the house with Lepp. Devils come across the timeline. BL3 brings it into the free throw lane, bounces it under the short corner. Good job by Keyshawn.
Another great pass by BL3.
And we thought it would be Komalafi's second foul, but they called the jump ball in the first one. So his first. Keyshawn to the line to shoot 2.
Now let's see if Keyshawn can go ahead and knock these down.
It's the long sleeves going to do it tonight.
Yep, my fingers are crossed, baby.
Earlier in the season we had BL3 wearing the long pants all the way down.
See, I'd rather see him when he shoots it coming over the free throw line instead of backing up.
Exactly.
When he backs up, he's going to be a little short. Yep.
Made the first, missed the second. Devils take the lead 6-5.
But he stayed on the line. The second one looked good. Keep shooting it.
Exactly. Devils will be in the 1-2-2, three-quarter court. Centers have to work back and forth across. Komalafi will get in the high post. With it, Wilson. Wilson gives it into Komalafi. Keyshawn not giving any ground. Komalafi made it with a strong move, but at some point, you're going to get a charge out of that, or you're going to have to call 3 seconds. He spent some time before he got the ball up. Devils in the half-court set. Wires on the right side. In the right corner. Keyshawn for 3. Off the side of the rim. Actually followed over to the weak side. Rebounding the ball for the Senators was Elijah Wade. Wade has it in the half-court set. Bounces it in that short corner. Turnaround shot. Komalafi misses. Dom Clay comes away with the rebound. Outlets to Keyshawn. Keyshawn to BL3. BL3 up under. No good. Good move as BL3 filled the lane on the left side.
We've had 2 or 3 really good looks at the basket that we haven't put down.
BL3 slapped the ball there, almost knocked it away. Jaden Wilson has it. Bradley will take him. Ball will come to the right side. Komalafi inside. This time Louthan's got him. Louthan does a good job. Shot was over the basket. Keyshawn gets the rebound. Somebody just needs to take a charge on that hit. BL3 to the left corner.
Good
out to Dom
pass.
from 23. Good. Dom Clay lights it up from 23 off the left side.
Good extra pass by Cam Wires, from the corner out to the wing.
3 brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, woodmartbuildingcenter.com. Senators get it across the timeline. Devils lead with 2:30 left in the first, 9-7. Man-to-man coming out of the Devils in the half-court set. Wade just pulled Komalafi over into the right corner. Back at the top of the key is Noah Wade. Right side, Komalafi. Coming to the ball. Losing the ball for a second was Wilson. Tracks it down.
Springfield's in no hurry. They want to limit possessions for the Blue Devils who want to get up and down the floor.
Pull up, 14-foot. Bounces around the iron. Oh, all the way around the iron. Noah Wade gets a really friendly bounce there. 9-9 tied up. Dom Clay, right corner. Gets it out to the left block. Short hook. No good by Thomas. We've had some good looks. That's a good thing early in the game. Springfield has the rebound and the basketball.
Well, we've had 3 or 4 of those that you think you're going to make 4 out of 5. You know what I mean? So.
Ball comes back around the perimeter in the high post. Stepping out is Komalafi. Thomas on him. And he passes the ball out right through his man's hands. That was Jaden Wilson. Ball goes right into the bench. I think Coach Bonas got that one. Good hands, Coach. Komalafi comes out on the other side. Louthan gets a break. Rico Clay Jr. in the ball game. So Clay squared, BL3, Wires, and Keyshawn Thomas. BL3 across the timeline, getting bumped a little bit outside by Wilson. That's Jaden Wilson. Hesitates, drops it down to the baseline. Keyshawn gets out in front. Keyshawn fouled. He'll go back to the line. In fact, I'll tell you, on a good night here, send it inside, and let's see Keyshawn shoot about 16 free throws.
Well, you know, my biggest thing, especially with their big guy, you know, on the bench right now, you need to feed Keyshawn down on the block and let him go to work.
Springfield's second foul. This was on Logan Peach. Keyshawn will shoot. They were talking about putting somebody in the lane, so BL3 is coming back to half court, and so is Dom. I think what it was Keyshawn said, hey, no, we don't need anybody in there. I'm going to make these free throws. I think he's got that confidence.
Well, I kind of like having, you know, like Cam in there or something like that, that if a shot gets and, you know, they miss it and he can get down there low and get it, that's good. Either that, oh, there we go.
There it is.
Rebound.
Came out and Cam got it. And like you said, he starts to press anyway, so he's already in position.
That's what I mean. He'll be in there and get it.
23, maybe 24 feet. BL3 from outside for three.
Well, once again, offensive rebound turns into an easy look on the three side.
Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road.
Almost.
Clay almost got the steal. Ball hits the floor, though. Now Cameron Wires comes away. Dom Clay gets it. Dom Clay goes up, throws it down. He brought it up. Elijah Wade thought about trying to stop it. Dom went over him with the dunk.
And once again, it starts with Cam Wires on the defensive end, getting the steal, passing it out for the dunk.
Devils up 15-9, inside a minute, down to 34 seconds and counting. Springfield has the basketball, looking for the last shot of the first quarter. Devils on a 6-point run, now lead by 6. Back to half court, Noah Wade stands at the Devil. Sets the ball to the right side, inside 20 seconds. Not much movement going on. Floating at the corner was Peach. Now they go into the free throw lane, turnaround shot. No good. Keyshawn gets the rebound. Shot was missed by Wade. That was Elijah.
7 seconds to go. We got a shot.
BL3 gets it to Keyshawn. Keyshawn, was fouled, and they didn't call it. You could see right here, it hit him in the hand.
Well, right in front of the referee, and he didn't call it.
Well, he was behind the play, I think, but still, that was a missed call. But, hey.
Well, he almost got hit by Keyshawn falling to the ground, and he didn't call it. Hey, you know, it's like, come on.
We're through one quarter. Devils lead 15-9. Back with more Blue Devil basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
One quarter in the book. 15-9. Devils on a 6-point run. It was tied 9-9 and almost had a chance for 3 shots there at the end as Keyshawn was fouled. And I think it was the end of the quarter. Positioning of the official was behind the play and no call, but that's all right. As we'll start the second quarter off, looks like the Devils will have the basketball.
Well, yeah, and I thought they did a much better job. You know, the last half of the first quarter, you know, getting after it, pushing the ball, you know, and defense, you know, getting picked up. And, you know, that goes to Cam Wires, you know, getting after it on the defensive end.
Cam gets a break to start the quarter. BL3 from outside. Good from 24 feet on that one. BL3 has 3 so far. 18-9. That three-pointer, of course, brought to you by Woodmart Building Center.
Well, and we're 14 seconds into the second quarter, and BL3 hits up. God, it was almost, well, I don't want to say the Blue Devil beard, but it was pretty close. It was an NBA 3, you know, knocked it down, and Springfield did not get out and challenge at all. You know, and their coach says, well, we can't do that. Well, it's going to be a long night.
And it's going to spread out. Now that BL3's hit 3 and Dom's hit 1, that's got to open it up because you got to come out and guard them. So that opens the middle. We already got Keyshawn playing hard inside. He had 4 points in the first quarter, 1 bucket, and 2 for 4 from the charity stripe. So, as we said, it works from the defense, but then on the other side, start hitting those shots outside. It's open. And still go inside out.
Yeah, inside out. You got to have the paint touches to, step into those wide open threes.
Jarius Rice Jr. came in for Wires to start the quarter out. So at the point now, Dom Clay with Rice Jr. and BL3, then deep Rico and also Keyshawn. And Rico blocks the shot there inside. Having the ball was Logan Peach. Actually, that was, looked like Komalafi, but.
Number 12.
Yep, it was Elijah Wade. And it'll be Springfield basketball into their own basket. A lot of movement. They got it in on the block. Rico playing some good D. Shot up, no good. Tipped away. Last touch by the Devils. Let's do it again from this side of the basket this time. Senators with the basketball out of bounds. It looks like it's still 3. I was going to say it looked like 2. Jaden Wilson will trigger. 4 guys in a line. Popping out in the corner. Noah Wade brings it back to the top. He'll get it to Wilson. Rice Jr. guarding him. The 1-2-2. He's at the point. Longcore and Clay at the high post. Clay Jr., that's Rico, and Keyshawn down low. Good ball movement in the high post. Flashing up is Noah Wade. Goes down low. Good help there by Dom Clay. He's going to commit the foul. Otherwise, it was going to be a basket and a reverse. So good foul on there for Dom. It'll be his first and the first of the second quarter on the Devils or either team.
You got to make sure you get your hand in there to deflect that pass, on that inside pick and roll.
First one is good. Mayango, and I think that J might be silent, so it might be Yala.
Oh, we'll go with that tonight.
Lala. I like that J is silent. Jallah. Made the first. Second one goes over the front of the iron. 2 for 2. So the Devils' 9-point run from the first quarter into the second. Been eliminated there. 18-11 still with the lead.
Good pass.
Great pass. Dom Clay, right side in the corner. Cutting to the basket was Rice. Missed the shot. Keyshawn got fouled. Almost made it. It looks like our favorite player, Allah. His first foul. Senators' first foul. Keyshawn back to the line. Like I said, 16 free throws would be a good night for him. Keyshawn that time, just confidence, knocks it down.
Well, he stayed on line, straight up and down, finished high. That's what you got to do, keep your elbow in.
Dom's in the lane as well as Rice Jr. Good job there, Keyshawn. Now 4 out of 6 to start this one off. 20-11, Devils with the lead. 6:50 left in the first half. In that 1-2-2. Across half court, Clay's trying to trap with Rice Jr. Longcore now trapping with Clay. And an over and back. He stepped on the line. And I got to tell you, we talked about that today, and I saw it in the sophomore game. Guys and gals jumping from the front court to the back or jumping from the back to the front to get the ball. Stay on the floor, get in the back court or the front court so it's not confusing, because even though you have to get position, once you come down, it looks like over and back every time.
Oh, yeah. That happened to me one time and never happened again.
Yep. BL3 has the basketball set. He steps up, 22-footer. Good! BL3 lighting him up. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center.
Well, if he's going to come off of screens with a hand in his face and knock down from 24-25, it's going to be a long night for Springfield.
Here's Rice with a steal. Going in hard, up, under. Good job, Jarius Rice Jr. He gets the bucket. And it started right there on the defensive side. Springfield wants to talk about it. 6:09 left in the half. Blue Devils 25, Senators 11. And it's Blue Devil basketball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
Back after the timeout. We got 6:09 left on the first half clock. Stick around at halftime. We'll break it down. We'll talk about a little about the girls. Also tomorrow as the girls go. Devils lead right now, 25-11. They're on a 7-point run.
Make sure tomorrow, on Sunday, it'll be audio only, for the girls over at the Sophie Classic, because that's just the way they do it over there, like Collinsville, like State Farm. So audio only tomorrow, but please tune in. They're fun to listen to.
like I said, somebody asked me about it here, and they said we missed watching it, but I said, hey, close your eyes and just listen to us. We'll paint the picture for you. And coming from the old radio guy, I enjoyed it. We'll talk about the January 24th gray out night, but right now back to action. Speaking of gray, Senators in their gray.
And I've got my T-shirt, so anybody doesn't have the T-shirt yet, make sure you get out there and get it.
Sub right now came in, Milton Whitfield for the first time.
Missed
Going down to dunk it, missed it. Nice attempt, though. Here come the Devils, 3-on-2. Keyshawn, and threw it out. Milton was coming down the right side. Knocking that ball out was Wilson. Starting the quarter is Wires, Rice Jr., Clay Jr., Whitfield, and Keyshawn in the middle. Whitfield in the left corner, Wires in the right corner. With the basketball now. Starts to drive, shoots, misses. Ball goes up. Keyshawn's up there, so is Milton. Oh, and a great job. Keyshawn twist, got away from the defense, got fouled, and he goes back to the line to shoot 2 more.
Whitfield was very active on that offensive glass, got a fingertip on it, and then Keyshawn corralled it, went up strong, got fouled.
Second foul of this quarter. Saw 22 up there, and that will be Allah, his second. Keyshawn hits the first one for the Devils. Devils right now on an 8-point run unanswered. Cameron talking to the official a little bit. Nobody wasn't sure what that was. How you doing? How's your family? 5:54 left in the first half. Keyshawn on track right now. He's hit his last 4 free throws all in the second quarter. Devils are on a 9-point run, lead 27-11. And they come out in the 1-2-2 with Milton at the point, Wires and Rice at half court, and then Rico Clay Jr. Look at that. Whitfield almost stole the ball by jumping up
almost
right in
got
front of
it
him.
again.
In transition in the half court set now.
His length and his athleticism will be a major plus for the Blue Devils second half of this season.
Oh, he's strong too. Ball goes left side down the short corner. Louthan doing a good job on defense down there. Ball has to come back out on the left wing. That's Wilson. Back to the top of the key. Wade, that's Elijah. Back to Wilson on the left wing. Wires shuts down right there. 5 minutes left in the half. A roll out of it. A 19-footer, no good. Louthan on the strong side with the rebound. Gets it to Wires. Cameron puts it in first, second, and third gear. Left wing Rice didn't have the shot. Comes back out to Cameron.
Good patience.
Right side, Milton Whitfield. Back to Louthan. In the corner. Whitfield pulls up for his first shot. No good. Ball on the weak side. Rebounded in there by Elijah Wade for the Senators. In transition, we don't stop the ball. Left side shot comes up and a 3-pointer. That's from Noah Wade off the left side. You can see him setting up right away. Still, the Devils had a nice 9-point run, and that was their other run from the first to the second quarter. Halfway through almost the second quarter. 4:20 and counting. Rice has it knocked away in the backcourt. Goes and gets it. Double dribbles when he picked it up, but no one called it. Drops it down in the short corner right at the block. Rico Clay gets the bucket and give a nice assist to Rice Jr.
That's the football connection right there, baby.
You got it. Halfback option pass, little pitch to the receiver. Center's in the right side. Komalafi in the high post, trying to move Milton with an arm. He ain't gonna happen. Back to the right side, Komalafi on the block. He works. Oh, there it is.
Offensive
Expecting
foul.
it. And Louthan took it. But, I mean, when he took the Jeremiah, I don't think he was actually looking to take the charge. He was just bodying up. And it was such a force. And it sends Komalafi probably back to the bench. Maybe not. He's got 2 fouls right now.
He reminds me of a guy I recruited at McHenry. You know, that Romeoville, probably 6'4", 6'5", just strong and physical. You know, shoot the ball a little bit, but, you know, rebounding demon.
29-14, 3:35 left in the first half. BL3 has it up on the right side, back to Whitfield. Now he goes into the high post. BL3 looks, gets his man up, tries to get him up again, then he goes to steps down. Good job, BL3, just waiting his time out there on that until the defense got out of position.
Good strength by BL3 down on the block. Oh,
Whitfield gets one lugged, and they're going to call, yes, I expected that. Good job by the far official. He was actually the trail official. Whitfield, okay, Milton, don't be talking. He does it with a smile. but Rico was going for the ball and got pushed from behind. Dom's going to come in. Rico takes a seat now.
Well, that's got to be the third or fourth ball that Whitfield's got his fingertips on and adjusted to play. And one of them was when the guy got the three-pointer.
BL3 on the right side gets double-teamed. Goes in the high post. Whitfield looks opposite. Clay's going to pull up. Three-pointer no good. Ball hits the floor. Hustling down there is Allah. Senators on the basketball. They come across the timeline. In for the layup up and under. Dom was playing good D. Tipped it out. Louthan gets the rebound. Devils are running. Run, Devils, run. Left side from 25. Rolls in and out. BL3 he was locked in on that one.
Not a bad shot because, once again, you had the paint touch and then kicked it out and he stepped into it.
Whitfield with a steal, and it goes to Clay. Clay gets it to Longcore. Longcore from the left side to the right side with the double pump, and he gets the bucket. But it all started Whitfield's hands, and Clay took off with the steal. 33-14. In the high post, Allah inside. Whitfield, and Milton's going to be called for the foul. He goes, I don't think I fouled him, Coach. He was trying to block it. Milton gets his first foul of the year.
Yeah, step to the ball and not let him, go right in front of your face and go to the basket.
Yeah, don't try to block it from behind.
Yeah.
Basket was good. That was Jaden Wilson. He'll have a chance at the blue collar here with an extra free throw. And he nails it. First points for Wilson on the night. 33-17. Devils with a short 6-point run before that. Here comes Wires. Wires into the right corner. BL3. Boy, he felt it. He just came off the front of the iron. Louthan was there to try to rebound. Pulling it down was Elijah Wade.
Wires is almost like the human fast break. Yeah, whenever he catches the ball, whether it's a made basket, he gets the rebound, or a rebound by a teammate and getting it out, he's going to push the ball.
Devils back in man-to-man with the basketball.
Almost a steal there.
Salamatui. Ball back around the perimeter. One guy on the low block. Louthan's working against him. Ball on the right wing is Wilson. He's got Milton on him. Milton ain't letting him go anywhere. Ball works back to the left side. Now it goes down in the block. Wires is down there. And a travel.
Double dribble, I think.
They tried to post up Elijah Wade. He's 6'5", and went against Wires. He made his move a little too fast. He had happy feet. Devils basketball. Senators are going to come out in a 2-2-1 full court. Could be man-to-man, but it looked like a 2-2-1 in the half court. Good job in the corner. Keyshawn passes in. BL3 turn, was going to dunk it. Softly did, and then it bounced a couple times and stayed in. A 50% dunk. 35-17, approaching 1 minute left in the half. Devils back in man-to-man.
I'm sure BL3 won't call that a dunk.
Oh, I would say not. Whitfield playing some good D on the left wing against Wade. Back to the top of the key goes to Noah Wade. The other one was Elijah Wade. Pull up 14 feet. Off the glass, no good. Elijah Wade was the only one. They're actually Noah. Into the high post to Wilson. He'll back it out. Left side to three, no good. Oh, an offensive rebound, long rebound. Comes inside. Oh, Keyshawn wipes the board and then saves the ball down to Dom. Dom up, under, count it. What a great play from start to finish on that one, folks. Keyshawn swatted the shot, went down and hunted it. Now here's Cameron Wires. And they've got to call traveling, don't they? Because he tripped on BL3's leg. Are you kidding me?
The one guy's got to see what the other guy saw.
I know, he says, are you really going to call this? It'll be out of bounds, but actually, it was a trip with BL3. Now, Wires lost the ball, so it was still alive, but with 20.2 seconds, Devil will have it. Away from the lane, out there by the three-point line, Dom to trigger. He gets it into Bradley. Bradley starts to drive through the action. Now backs it out to look. Straight down, Milton. Short little shot. Great zip pass into Milton, who was just off the block, gets his first basket as a Devil. BL3 gets the assist. Down to 4 seconds in the half. Keyshawn bodies up. We're going to see a buzzer go off, and it was. Good defense, no shot. That last shot was an air ball after the buzzer. And the Devils take it in for halftime as they run another 6-point run out and lead 39-17 at the half.
Dominating performance by the Devils here in the first half, especially second quarter, because what was the score of the first quarter?
15-9.
15-9. They gave them 8 points in the second half. They gave them 9, in the first quarter. When they play defense like this, they're almost unstoppable.
Devils, it's halftime. We'll take a break. The Devils lead 39-17 here at Blue Devil Gymnasium, and it's Blue Devil basketball on meccasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
Back at Blue Devil Gymnasium, halftime. Jeff Wellman, Coach Pettit. The half is 39-17. At the end of it, went back and forth. We were tied at 3, we were tied at 5, we were tied at 9. That's when the Devils went on a 6-point run, which would turn into a 9-point run going in to the second quarter. But first, at the end of 1, 15-9. Devils opened up the second quarter, finishing that 9-point run with a 3-pointer, led 18-9, gave up 2 free throws, and then a 9-point run, led 27-11, gave up a 3-pointer, put back another 6 points, gave up an and 1 blue-collar 3, and put another 6 points on the board and take in the 39-17 lead at the half.
Well, yeah, and it all starts on the defensive end with this particular team. They haven't given up many offensive rebounds, not too many looks. Keyshawn's done a good job, patrolling the glass, on the defensive end, and when we get the rebounds on that and then kick it out, we're going our transition offense, our 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, they've been very efficient, when they've gotten out and gone.
Well, I'll tell you, that one play was awesome when Keyshawn came down to help, blocked the shot. He was up on the glass. The ball squirted over to the far side, and with that, Keyshawn's on the floor, tipping it before it goes out of bounds down court, which started the play down here. And I believe that was the Dom to BL3 on that play for the score. So
yeah, it was, a great effort, and that's what you've seen tonight from the Blue Devils on the defensive end. It's great effort. He blocked the shot. It was going out of bounds. He went over there and got his hand out there, whacked it down the floor, one pass, layup.
And last night, of course, we had the conference action against Alleman. Let's give you the other scores in the conference last night. We got 3 out of the 4. I don't know, did we ever get Galesburg Sterling? I never saw that. Of course, we won 90-34. Moline won 69-28 against Geneseo. Rocky thumped East Moline 65-39. And then down at Galesburg Sterling, I have not seen that score yet today. We tried to look at it for a couple times. So Devils ahead of the conference with Rocky at 5-0 apiece, Moline 4-1, UT at 3-2, and then we wait. Sterling and Galesburg both 1-3. So somebody on that last night won their second game, and Alleman 0-5 as well as Geneseo.
So Sterling started out with Rocky, Moline, and who else did they get? Quincy. That was their first 3 games, I think, in the conference.
Moline, Rocky, Quincy.
That's what I said.
And then you turn around after that, and finally you get Alleman.
Yeah.
And then Galesburg which we haven't got a score on there. So
I think they were up last night, if I'm remembering, in the fourth quarter by like 15 or something like that.
I think you're right, Coach. And, of course, next week when we're at Moline on Tuesday night, Sterling will host UT, Alleman will host Rocky, and Geneseo will host Galesburg. So in there, UT Sterling will be a good ball game, as well as, of course, Quincy and Moline.
Yep. That's going to be that's going to be one of those games to where, you need to tune in if you're not going to drive up, on a Tuesday night to Wharton Fieldhouse. Tune in, because that is going to be one heck of a ball game.
Indeed. Before the pregame, Coach, last night I forgot to mention this, so I put the points together, and looking at it right now, BL3, unofficially though, has 1,623 points. That was before tonight, and he's already got...
He's coming up on Klinger real fast.
He's got 18, and so he is in number 4. He had passed J.D. Summers. By the way, in that last week, he passed Jim Wisman, who used to be number 1 at one time when he graduated, Kyle Cartmill, and J.D. Summers. She's got 18 tonight. That puts him at 1641, only 7 points behind Jeff Klingler.
Yep.
That will move him into 3. Then you got Jack Kramer and Bruce. You're going to have to have some good games to catch him at 2040. But that's what we look at.
Either play an extra 7 games.
Exactly. And then we drop down to where Keyshawn's at right now. Of course, in the games away, Keyshawn passed a couple of guys, including, first of all, he passes him on rebounds. Now he passed him on the scoring column. Michael Payne was at number 16. He had 11:23. 1 point ahead of him was Tony Ball at 11:24. Keyshawn blew by both those guys. He's right now at 11:91. I had him at 89. Brock said 91, so 11:91, and it puts him in 15th spot. And Keyshawn in the ball game so far tonight, 8 points, 6 of those from the free throw line. So add 8 more points on there. And Keyshawn right now is at 1,200. He's 36 points from the next guy. That's Gary Phillips, a legend from the late 50s.
Yep.
My mom's cousin went on to Houston, had a great career there before Elvin Hayes came in and beat his records. And then he went the first year to the Boston Celtics, won a championship, and then out to the West Coast, I believe San Francisco. And then right in front of him by 34 points will be Larry Moore, 1,270 points. And, of course, 900 and some of them points all came in 1 year without a three-point line.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you think about the points that he put up, where he shot the ball from. A three-point line, Larry would have been way and above.
Wisman as well. John Ernst in the 76 would have been the same way. Ernst put the ball up. You got to play with John. He was 2 years ahead of us there. Went on, lit him up at Culver. Of course, beaten Hanks and Quincy College a couple times over there with Donnie Ellett and Mike Smith. Steve Muhlenfeld was over there. Kurt Hogue was over there from Quincy. And, they were a load. And that was some good matchups back there, because you still had Tony Kennedy and a good squad over here for the Hawks. Well, it's halftime. Devils with the lead, 39-17. We'll take a break, come back. Second half action, Blue Devil basketball on mechasportsco.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
For your enjoyment here, the Quincy High Band. We never know how you can hear that, because, Coach's interview last night down in the locker room, we were in the office, and they were jamming outside. It was loud. But when we turned around and came out here and listened to it, you couldn't hear it. So if anybody was wondering what we were talking about, and of course we talked about Coach Bonis's dance moves, and Coach Douglas said, you do not want to see that visual. We don't. second half, and I tell you, Coach, good first half, I think, for the Devils. With a nice lead here. This team is pretty aggressive, and we've got runs of 9, 6, and 6. Anytime you can put those runs together without the other team scoring, that's a plus.
Well, and once again, it's starting on the defensive end, you know, and then their transition offense has been very, very efficient. You know, they're getting on the glass, not giving many second opportunities. You know, they're handling the ball and not turning it over. So, you know, that's a recipe for the Blue Devils to be very successful.
Devils start on defense, playing man-to-man. Cameron Wires, Dom Clay, Bradley Longford the third, Mark Louthan, and Keyshawn Thomas the lineup. Komolafi goes into the high post. That's Valor Komolafi. He got 2 fouls and had to sit a lot of that first half. At the point, Noah Wade. Off the left side is Wilson. That's Jaden. Hit everybody out except for on the right side, Elijah Wade. And hanging out in that far corner over there, Logan Peach. Played 30 seconds. Devils have pushed the Senators out beyond the arc. Senators, not a lot of movement. 5 on the perimeter. Flashing up high as Wilson gets the ball. Being guarded there by Cameron. Pass to the left side. Flashing into the high post is Wade. That's Elijah. Has the ball at 17 feet. He'll pull up. Did a couple fakes on BL3. And then basically got the nice soft touch when he shot it there. 2 points. And the first of the second half. 39-19. We've played a minute and a half. Here come the Devils in the half-court set. High post is Louthan setting a screen. Wires, alley-oop. BL3 went to dunk it. The alley-oop was off a little bit. The dunk came in at the wrong angle and squirted down to the end of the bench of the Blue Devils. Wires did a nice job of coming around the screen and then stopped at 14 feet. And he was that close, he didn't need that much air on that ball. Devils will go 1-2-2, three-quarter court.
Poor timing on that play.
It was. Peach in the left corner. Well, he's been sitting in both corners waiting to shoot. This time, Logan Peach hits the three-pointer. So Springfield comes out with the first 5 points of the quarter.
And there goes the human fast break right there.
Wires cutting through. And he not only cut through, he changed directions and he changed speeds.
He cut through 4 and then he stole it again.
Wires going to go to the basket. Up, under, good. Cameron Wires, electric here. 4 straight points. 43-22 Blue Devils.
Once again, the defense by the team in white is spectacular.
BL3 in half court. Oh, if Louthan got there sooner, could have had the steal. Louthan runs into a wall. Komolafi had the screen. The shot was up. Missed there by Wade. Elijah. Devils get the rebound. That was Keyshawn on the boards.
Well, and they decided to give it to BL3 to walk it up instead of give it to Cameron and let him push it.
Cameron has it on the right side, though.
Good
Bounces it in the short corner to Louthan. Louthan missed the shot. He was falling backwards, but Keyshawn came over and got the rebound. Dom fakes. Dom up. Kicks it out. And Dom was fouled while he was in the air. Cameron was going to put the shot up. And I think they've got to believe it's on the drive. Yes, there it is. Third foul. Mayango Ale. He had 2 in the first half. Devils get it inside. Right corner. BL3, the 3, no good. Keyshawn reached out to try to get the rebound. Couldn't bring it in. And it's the Senators basketball.
Don't know what Springfield was thinking about that because Bradley Longcourt III sitting in the corner, wide open. Nobody went out and guarded him. You know, he had the wide open look.
Well, they figure percentages where he's going to miss one. Senators start to drive. Oh, and Keyshawn stood up, should have slid over. Wade goes in for the bucket. That's Elijah. 43-24. Devils with pressure in the backcourt. It's a double team, so that means somebody's open. Clay had it, but turned too fast. Lost the ball. Pull up, short shot, good. Noah Wade hits that basket. In transition, Cam Wires. Quick shot.
Not a good shot.
Coach Douglas shakes his head because it was quick after just giving up 2 buckets. In transition, short shot came up, and BL3 got the rebound.
Get it in the middle.
Bradley pulls up 16 feet. No good. Keyshawn gets the rebound. They're going to whistle him for the foul, I believe. Clearing out. Keyshawn's second foul, first of the second half.
Wade just got in the way that time.
Exactly. Devils drop back in the 1-2-2. I won't say sloppy. They had a couple buckets, but we were wanting quick shots on the last couple times down. Louthan almost gets a steal. It goes back inside. Keyshawn plays D. Turnaround shot is good. Komolafi with a basket. We got a 6-point run here. coming from the Senators. Oh, and that's a great move. Clay got in front of the basket, whipped a bounce pass back behind him, and then Keyshawn took it to the opposite side for the reverse layup. Give Clay the assist with a travel in the backcourt by Wilson. That also stopped that 6-point run by the Senators. That was a sweet play, Coach, because he got in front of the basket, just did a little wraparound bounce pass.
And that shot's not as easy as it looks. You know, going on the other side and flipping it up with your right hand, not as easy as it looks.
BL3 gets it at the charity stripe. Keyshawn
pass.
spreads him out. Tried to go the opposite side with that shot again, missed it, but he got his own rebound. Takes it in 2 guys, and officials are going to talk about it. Which guy do you have? Since 2 guys fouled Keyshawn, he'll go back to the free throw line.
Good job staying with it that time.
I swear he put 1-1 up there. But instead it's 2-2, and that'd be the 4th foul of Mr. Allah. Team foul number 2.
Keyshawn got the stroke back.
Keyshawn hits the first free throw. He'll have another one. Keyshawn's hit his last 5. 6 out of 7 in that. 7 out of 9, I believe.
Well,
this one bounces off.
That's all right. Back of the rim there, stayed on the line. I'm good with that.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter, 46-28, Devils with the lead. A good pass from Allah. And coming from the left baseline was Elijah Wade with the dunk. He's got 6 in the quarter and 8 in the ball game. 46-30. That was a sweet move, but the Devils aren't no help, switching from the weak side to help out. Dom Clay gets it across the timeline, 1-on-3. He'll back it out. BL3 starts the drive. He'll come back to Dom in the right corner. Dom goes down to the short corner. Shot comes up short. We had 4 guys on the basketball. Keyshawn pulled it away, but it was a jump ball called before with 3:35 left. Devils will have it under their own basket. Clay will trigger the box out of bounds play. Thomas and Louthan down low, and Coach Douglas wants to talk about it. We'll keep it right here with 3:35 left in the 3rd. 16-point lead still, but, the Devils built it up. Well, they had actually at halftime a 22-point lead.
Yep.
And in this quarter, that 6-point run by the Senators got it within 15 at 43-28 before the Devils punched out a quick 3 points, a bucket and a free throw. And then, of course, Senators hit the last one to make it 46-30. And I got a feeling Coach is not super happy with the quick shots, because like he said, we can always take a 3 and we can always take a quick shot.
Yep.
There's no reason to fire one up quickly.
Well, there's times and places for that. You know what I mean, with the quick shots, getting it up. You got the 35-second shot clock and you got it down to 2 or 3. Yeah, you got to get it up then. But you don't need fast break pulling up. And, for the 3, without getting the inside touches and then getting it back out.
And where we were good was Cameron Wires with a couple steals, and he started out. It was Cameron to Dom. Cameron's got 2 buckets. Keyshawn's got the other one. So keep pushing it inside. The big man's got...
and all those have been inside shots. They haven't been 3-pointers. Have we got a 3-pointer yet in the 3rd quarter?
We do not. The Devils will come back with the basketball. Clay will trigger it off the box. You got Thomas and BL3 down low, Louthan and Wires at the high post for the box out of bounds play. Everybody's got their shirts tucked in. And we're ready to go. Keyshawn just says, bounce it into me. A double team wanting. Keyshawn works up with the back to the basket. Gets fouled the 2nd time. He tried that same shot with his back to the basket. Missed it, but he got his own rebound and then got fouled. So Keyshawn back to the line. He'll be shooting free throws number 11 and 12.
And you said 16 was the magic number, correct?
Yes, at least.
The only word that I can come up with for Keyshawn, rebounding is relentless. He is, he misses it, he's going to go back and get it. He misses it again, he's going to go back and get it again. And he's going to be very strong going to the hole after he gets the rebounds.
Well, Komalafi had to come back in the game because Mayongo just fouled out. With 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter, he had 2 points with 2 free throws. Played hustle. He got out there and banged inside when Komalafi was out. First free throw by Keyshawn is good.
And once again, he's staying on the line, finishing high. There it is right there.
That one looked good too. 2 for 2 on this trip. 3 for 4 in this half. 9 in the game out of 12. 3:20 left in the third quarter. Devils lead 48-30. Left side, three-pointer no good. Rico Clay Jr. just checked in the game. He got the long rebound. Shot was taken there by Noah Wade. BL3, left side to Clay. Looked at a 28-footer, says no. Also looked inside. Went into Clay at the high post. He goes weak side. Wire starts to make a drive. Trying to get it inside to one of his guys. Floats one up high. It's a blooper. Doesn't go in, but Cameron's to the line to shoot 2.
He's like a little jitterbug in there, going this way, that way, this way, that way, and then this way again.
Foul was called on Peach. His second foul. 4 fouls in the quarter by the Senators, only 1 by the Devils, as Wires hits the first free throw. Devils shooting the ball nice from the free throw line tonight. Like we mentioned, dead ball points, you want to hit those. Second one is good.
There's a reason why they call them free throws.
You got that right. 2:55 and counting left in the quarter. It's the third. 50-30. Devils with the lead.
Oh.
Peach almost loses it. Now he tries to save it. He does. But he saves it to Wires. In for the two-hand dunk. Dom Clay. As the outlet pass came from Wires. Clay with the dunk.
Steal from Wires. Assist for Wires.
To the right side. Komalafi misses the shot. Faced up from about 15. BL3 got the rebound. BL3 sees the avenue. Now he shuffles right inside. Peach behind. Looks like who, me? And Keyshawn's going to go back to the line. You know, that's the way you shoot. Good shooters shoot through streaks. Keyshawn's going to shoot through the streak at the free throw line tonight.
Oh, yeah.
For Peach, his third foul, and it's the 5th foul. So for the last 2:25, Devils will shoot 2 shots.
It was just a little bit of mechanical. You know, get back into the groove again because, you know, Keyshawn last year I shot, what did he shoot, 81%, something like that?
He was quite good there, so.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, just getting back to the fundamentals and, you know, he was a little bit off. Now he's back at it.
Quick 30-second timeout, though. Well, now it looks like our guys might be sitting, so either way, we'll talk about the gray out night. That'll be the first night of the shootout on Friday night when Quincy High plays Geneseo. Everybody's buying the shirts. You can get a $20 short sleeve shirt, or you can turn around and get the long sleeve shirt for $30. Pre-order those, by the way, folks. And they turn them around pretty fast. I ordered mine on Thursday. I walked in the gym Friday, and I had my shirt.
Well, I ordered mine last night, got mine tonight. So, you know, we'll be decked out that Friday night in our TL54 shirts.
And you will see, Coach, they are pretty true to size. I put mine on. The XL fits pretty good. So I was going to buy a double. You bought the double, you'll be comfortable in that one. You might be able to sleep in a tent at night with that thing.
Well, you know.
You know, sometimes I hate that, though, because sizing-wise, one year Culver did some sizing through Terry Ahern's company, and I bought an XL. Maybe it was a double, but it was the double panel sides. It's taken me 5 or 6 years and a bunch of washings just to get it down to close to a double X. Keyshawn in the line after the timeout. 2:25 left in the third quarter. Devils on a 6-point run. Lead 52-30. This one rattles, bounces out, but it sure looked good on the way. And he looked good when it hit the iron.
Well, I mean, stayed on the line, you know, and held it high.
Free throw number 14 is good. 1 for 2 for Keyshawn. Keyshawn gets a break. Milton Whitfield will come in, 53-30, Devils. So you got Whitfield out in the backcourt playing a little D. Jareus Rice Jr. also came in. Rico Clay Jr.'s here, as well as Dom Clay and BL3. Juniors and numbers everywhere. Bounced inside. Komalafi, and he beat Rico, went to the hole. Rico said, hey, I got an elbow, and he was behind him, but instead Rico's going to get the foul. And Komalafi will go to the line to try to have the blue-collar 3.
Well, I'm kind of looking at the weak side defense. There was nobody there, you know, to help on that.
Oh, and Springfield, as that ball bounces around, Milton Whitfield had it inside, and then on the weak shot on the opposite side, it was a putback by Noah Wade. So out of that, they get a basket, miss the free throw for the blue collar, and get another basket for a 4-point play. Inside, Rico Clay Jr. from the bounce pass from BL3. He gets the assist. Rico's got his second basket.
He's got to have 7, 8 assists easy.
That was a 7-point run. Was answered there by Springfield of 4 points before the Devils got that too. 55-34, 1:30 left in the third quarter. 2 in the high post. Komalafi is 1. Well, that's the key too. Everybody's on the perimeter so far away. So when they have a one-on-one lobbed in, there is no weak side because they're way out here at 20 feet from the basket. Just like that play there, a backdoor cut. Elijah Wade gets the basket on a good cut and a good pass from out high. 2-2-1 coming out of the Senators. Approaching 1 minute. Dom Clay to the basket. Up, under. Gets to the right side. Off the glass. He gets fouled. And Dom will shoot free throw. What he's done. Tell you what. He's so acrobatic. And he can sky. And he's gotten stronger. He runs the floor so well. Foul was called.
Well, like Coach said, I think a couple times ago when we talked to him, it's like when he's engaged on the defensive end, his offense is much, much better. And we've seen that tonight.
Dom missed it, but Rico kept it alive to Rice Jr. And here come the Devils. Another opportunity. BL3 will set it. And I believe, too, Coach, I'm not real sure, but I think that was Komalafi's 4th foul, by the way. I didn't have him for 4. BL3 a fader inside. Milton's inside. Milton goes back up, misses the shot. Milton was point blank. The shot came up short. Milton's shot came up short, too. Man-to-man from the Devils in the half-court set. Wilson being picked up by Whitfield. And we got a hold inside. Komalafi trying to post up Rico Clay Jr. Rico says, hey, I'm just trying to play him behind. Rico called for his second foul. Team foul number 3. On the other side is 5, is what I see up on the board. Still 24 seconds left. Komalafi inside. Just forces his way in. Rico backs off, but Komalafi gets the bucket. Devils with 14 seconds left in the quarter. Looking for the last shot. He gets 10 seconds. BL3 has it, ready to set against Noah Wade. Lobs it deep, and Milton Whitfield gets the basket on the alley-oop. BL3 gets the assist.
That was a half-court assist there from BL3. He was just over the half-court line, threw it up to the corner where you need to throw it, and Whitfield went up and got it and laid it in.
Milton was talking a little bit after that. We're through 3 quarters. The Blue Devils 59, the Senators of Springfield 38. Back with the 4th quarter here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Freiburg Insurance, your local independent Pekin insurance partner, is proud to support young people in sports and academics in the Quincy area. After the game, make a note to stop by their office and discuss your current policies and future needs for your business, home, auto, and family. Pekin Insurance offers a variety of plans to meet your coverage needs. Give Freiburg Insurance a call at 217-224-7774. Go Devils.
You know the song, folks. Every game between the 3rd and 4th quarter, here's what we get. Whether you're here at Blue Devil Gymnasium or at Quincy High's Gymnasium where the girls play, band is over there too. So coming out of the huddle here, Devils lead 59-38. That quarter, 20-21. Is that right? Springfield outscored us in that one by 1.
Oh, yeah.
Springfield has it to start the 4th. Jareus Rice Jr. in there. Clay squared, BL3, and Milton Whitfield. Whitfield doing a good job on D out front. Beats a man to the spot again. Ball's loose. Whitfield's on the floor. Everybody's on the floor. 2 Devils are on the floor. Now, Milton, do not do that. Do not taunt. Dom Clay says, hey, you're excited. Good deal. But just don't stand over a guy. We know what happens on those situations.
Oh, yeah.
With the jump ball, the alternate possession arrow will go to the Devils with 7:43 left in the ball game, up by 21.
That's one of those things where you run down the floor, run down the floor, run down the floor, and then it's open game.
Here's Dom Clay on the break, drops it down to his brother.
Oh.
He loses the ball, falls to the floor, grabs it, and Andy Douglas bails him out with a timeout. That could have been For sure, I thought a jump ball in the situation.
Yeah.
But Andy quickly calls a 30-second timeout with 7:36 left here. And, of course, join us in the post-game show. Brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. We'll also talk to Coach and get his comments. And we'll pick a player of the game as well during that post-game action.
I don't think we're going to have an overtime in this one. Sorry, folks.
Well, I know we talked about the Blue Devil girls having a overtime. The Southmore's having a double overtime.
Yep.
We said, could it be a triple overtime? The Devils are taking care of that right off the bat. Back and forth on the basket. So we had that 7-point run in the third quarter and built up that 53-30 lead. And from that point on, it was 8-6 Springfield. Nobody has scored in the fourth quarter yet. We've only played 24 seconds. Dom Clay will trigger from the baseline. 3 guys from the high post flash. It comes out to Rice, using his height. Dom Clay steps in the right corner. 3-pointer no good. Rico Clay keeps it alive. Hustling into the corner with Springfield. And they saved it. They passed it to Wilson. He passed it long and over the head of his intended receiver. Devils basketball.
Let's run a good set here. Get good open look. You know, go inside out. Get a good shot. Oh.
Dom Clay was in the corner, double teamed. He was getting around the double team. Rico slipped out, and Dom got it to him, but quickly a foul was called. And that is the first of the fourth quarter.
Dom got fouled before he got rid of the pass on that possession.
So that was on Peach, and that's his fourth foul. And the ball goes inside. We got another foul.
Uh-oh.
Somebody hit the floor, too. The way he hit the floor, I didn't see what happened, Coach. I thought maybe he got hit in a special spot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because everybody stood around looking. He's kind of old when he comes out. Kind of bent over a little bit like, ouch.
His brother's down there laughing, you know.
BL3 will come off the line, and Rice Jr. as well. Come back to half court. Dom will be shooting with 7:13. Seems like a slow start to the quarter. 59-38. I can't see who they called the foul on over there. Looks like 0-0, but we don't have a 0-0. Dom at the line. He's all right. At least the shooting arm's okay. Dom connects on the free throw. Devils break 60. 60-38, up by 22. Keyshawn and Cameron waiting to check in. Second one rolls in and out. Rebound by the Senators. Outlet here on this end. Noah Wade pulls up on BL3. No good. Ball hits the floor. Rico gets it. Rico got popped in the chin by 2 guys. And inside, pumping it up and getting Rico to come down. That was Noah Wade. He'll go to the free throw line. Rico came down with that rebound, made a turn. 2 guys were there and popped him in the face. We did not get a call out of that.
Well, the play's getting a little sloppy here. Let's go ahead. Let's get 3-4 good sets in a row. You know, get 3 or 4 stops in a row and put this game away.
Rico, his third foul. He'll go out, so will Dom. And the shot. Wade has some nice touch. It hits, goes straight up, comes straight back in. He's got some good shooting and some luck as he heads to the locker room.
Well, 6'5", you know, long, athletic. You know, shoots the ball pretty well from the outside. You know, I don't know how many he's got tonight, but he's been a very good ball player for Springfield.
Full court pressure. Rice gets it half court, goes weak side. That's Keyshawn. Keyshawn with a spin move. Kicks it out to Cameron Wires. Wires starts the drive, has it tipped away. Cameron still on the block. Oh, and a great pass. It was a behind-the-back pass under the basket to Rice. Rice brought it back out. Jareas now drives. Missed the shot. Boy, he had a better shot where he was the first time. He forced that shot. Here come the Senators. Up and under, ugly. Keyshawn gets the rebound. Outlets the Wires. Cameron. And Cameron can dunk, but this time he goes up and lays it in. He now has 8 points. Keyshawn gets the rebound and the assist down court. Devils back man-to-man. Milton Whitfield at the point. Jareas Rice over here on this side, along with Keyshawn Thomas. BL3 and Cameron Wires. Oh, there's a steal. Milton Whitfield has it. Goes in, throws it down with two hands. Milton Whitfield, his first dunk of the season. 64-41, the fans like it. Into the high post, and tipped it twice, and that was a good tip. Elijah Wade made the second tip. The defense flew by, and he turned and went in with a two-hand dunk himself. That was just overplay by the Devils, both guys. Wires, bounce pass, backward bounce pass. BL3 drives down the lane. Keyshawn comes from the left corner, drives in. Keyshawn gets the basket. BL3 with the assist.
Yep.
And here on the other end, just flying through, that was Wilson with another basket. On the other end, Devils waste no time. BL3 for an easy layup on the other end. First time he scored since the first half. Approaching 5 minutes left in the game. Devils lead 68-45 by 23. Staying in the man-to-man. Wires steps up. BL3 takes it away. Wires then takes it. We got a 2-on-1. Wires up, under. He's going to score. Cameron just goes hard to the hole. He jumps high for a small point guard. Devils on the other end. Block shot. It was either Rice or Whitfield. I think it was Whitfield. And with that, Wires tried to lob it to BL3. Did not get it, but quickly on the other end for the layup is Elijah Wade. He's got 12 points all in this second half. Quickly the Devils get it down. They find Keyshawn in for the layup. Who found him there, Coach? Logan Peach?
Rice.
Good job there on the assist by Rice Jr. Peach missed the shot. BL3 got the rebound. Almost halfway through the last quarter. BL3 down the lane, kicks it in the left corner. Wires, no good. High rebound, nobody is back. Going in for the two-hand dunk, and that'll be Elijah Wade. That was just bad positioning there on the shot. The ball came out high, and we had nobody back.
Well, somebody's got to be back. You know, the
because
point
you got
guard,
two guards, right?
Yeah.
You have Wires in there as well as Rice Jr. No look pass, and it went right into the hands of Wilson. Here come the Senators. Wilson drives, fouled. I got a feeling this is on BL3, and we'll send Wilson in the line to shoot two. BL3 does get called, his second foul of the ball game for the Devils. Their second in the last quarter. 2-2, both teams. Substitution, Rice is going to go out. Keyshawn comes back in. Mark Louthan also comes back into this lineup. We get a little bigger lineup here with this one. Oh, Louthan had to wait since there are two shots. Elijah Wade will shoot. He had 4 buckets in the third. He's got 3 in this. And a lot of them, the fact that he's either stealing it or there's overplay, and he's all by himself for the dunks. He's got 2 or 3 of them. Not sure what we're doing. A coach is talking. Nobody can check in yet. But oh, there you go. They had one more guy. Komolafi says, now why is there's only 4 players out there for the Senators? So Komolafi comes back over and stands on the floor now. He's got 4 fouls, so does Peach. Now we're back to action here. Wade will shoot. First one's good. Elijah's got a nice touch. Yeah, I'm sure coach is not going to like some of the sloppy play in the second half. BL3 goes out. Rico Clay Jr. comes in. Louthan comes in as well. So Whitfield, Clay squared, Wires and Louthan for the Devils. Second free throw. This one's good as well. Elijah Wade, 2 for 2 on his first attempts tonight. 72-51. Wires flies by the defense, full court. Finds Louthan. Easy layup from the right wing down to the left block. Mark gets his first basket. Give Wires another assist. 74-51. Devils knock the ball out of bounds right in front of the Senators basket. Cameron goes over, hands it to the official. Inside, Komolafi. Rico just land against him. Komolafi takes it out front. Pass is tipped. Goes to the outside. Shot no good. Komolafi got the ball inside. And the putback, Rico points up and says it hit the shot clock. Komolafi's going to get the basket, and he's going to have a chance at an and one. Foul was called. Up on the board it says BL3.
He's not even in the game.
Well, they haven't changed it out yet. Mark Lauthan gets whistled for his first. And Komolafe finishes out the three-point play. Wires dribbling through the defense. Get my book all lined up there. Devils in the half-court set with 3 minutes left. Wires had the ball, had it tipped away, thought he still had the dribble, and hustling after the ball was Elijah Wade. Luckily, he rolled out of bounds when he dove for that ball. Andy Douglas wants things to pick back up. Wires on the right side will give to Clay. He'll give it back to Wires. Wires looks, now goes to Whitfield. Skips over right side to Clay. Dom starts to go in. Did a little push there on that one. Dom through the legs. High post Whitfield. Bounces at right corner. Dom pulls up. No good on the three. Weak side. Long rebound. Cameron Wires. Devils get another chance. Back pass. Bounce pass. Rico misses it. Dom gets the rebound. Dom from the left side to the right with a reverse layup. Good job by Dom and good job by the Devils getting 3 looks at the basket there.
Good effort on the offensive glass by the Blue Devils.
2.5 left in the game. Devils still with the 22-point lead, 76-54. Springfield has the basketball. Devils stay in the man-to-man. Elijah Wade has it. He's been the scorer here. Rico Clay down here just trying to bang. Dom trying to help. Oh, good job there by Rico helping out on Elijah Wade. Partially blocks the shot. Whitfield gets the rebound. Here comes Wires. Wires needs to bring it back out. He was in traffic down there. He'll send it back to Milton at the top.
Good patience by Wires on that.
Right side Lauthan into Clay. Clay goes in from the right side to the left. Pretty acrobatic shot, just rolled off the iron. Springfield in transition. Lauthan. Oh, wow. Okay. Jackson Jenkins came in, losing his balance, was tripping over his own ankle. And Lauthan's going to be called for the foul, I believe, on that one. I got him for 2 now, but they haven't put it up here on the board yet. 4 on the Blue Devils in the fourth quarter. At the line will be Jenkins. He'll shoot 2. First one good. He'll have 1 more. This would cut it to a 20-point lead if he does hit the shot. Oh, Whitfield was out at half court, and he must have been talking to Elijah Wade. They said, why don't you go over to the other side of the court? Milton's just got a lot of excitement. He's been waiting all season long for this. Inside. Oh, a nice block shot there by Rico Clay. Komolafe missed the shot. Rico just stayed down that time, and when it came up, he stuck his hand out, hit the ball. It went off Komolafe, and it will be Blue Devil basketball with 1:42. Wires flies by everybody. Lob up high. Milton Whitfield with a dunk. 2 hands. Whitfield came from the left corner. Give Wires the assist. And the 2-hand slam. And Milton's got a smile. Inside, Komolafe. Turn, short hook, no good. Oh, coming down from the side. Good job, Dom Clay. Getting the rebound. Coming from the left wing was Jaden Wilson. Dom reached in, knocked the ball away, but couldn't save it. But Dom acts like he might take the ball out right now. Instead, Wilson will come down. He'll trigger the line. Popping out into the corner. Firing a 3. Air ball to the opposite side. Jenkins again. He gets a rebound. The lack of strength. Dom helps him up. Jenkins was fine. Komolafe was the guy coming over there. Dom will commit his second foul. Dom, walk away. Get to half court, please. Second foul on Dom. Jarius Rice Jr. gets up to come in. Jenkins with 2 shots.
I bet he comes in for Dom. What do you think?
I would say so. Also, though, they're calling it 2 shots. That's because the Devils have 5 fouls. Because it wasn't shooting. He was actually falling down. 1:16 left in this one. First one's good. Jenkins 2 for 3 right now. Dom will take a seat. Coach will say good job, but at the same time, I know inside he's saying,
keep your head.
Yes.
We're playing, for the super sectional or whatever, and you do something like that at the end of the game and, cost us a game? No.
Second one, no good. Whitfield. And that was a great job by Rico. Whitfield got the rebound, got it out to Rice. Rice came in, was up in the air, threw the ball to Rico, and Rico was up in the air, but still had the presence to get the shot off. 80-56. If you hear the crowd with 1 minute left cheering, that's because Max Wires is up the scoring table. Off the left side, Wilson. And Milton's going to foul, and Milton fouled on purpose because he wants to get Max Wires in the game. That was pretty cool stuff there. Second foul on Whitfield. He saw him over there. He goes, I got you, Max. Don't worry. You're coming in. Just don't come in for me. 49.1 left. Wilson will shoot. He's only got one free throw tonight. It was an and one. This one's an and none. And Milton said, that's fine. Milton will take a seat. He had a couple good dunks out there in his first game back. First game period. He's got 8 points tonight, too. He's just having fun.
Well, his athleticism and, his defensive prowess, keeping the hands out, getting deflection. He's going to be an asset for this team.
Wires in the backcourt doing some dribbling after the Devils got it. Cameron gets the ball back out, 38 seconds. Starts the drive, and he kicked it. Nobody was there. Ball was stolen by the Senators. In the left corner, fires a three, no good. Louthan gets the rebound. Louthan will throw it down to Rico. Rico kicks it out right corner with 20 seconds left. Devils will pull it back out. Unless they give it to Max Wires in the corner, then I think Max might shoot. Only because coach will tell him to shoot. Down to 12 seconds, and the Devils are just going to run it out as they should. The crowd starts to stand, and a successful weekend. Blue Devils with 2 victories. There's a long shot out here. That would have counted, by the way. And the Devils with the victory here. Blue Devils 80 and the Senators 56. A 24-point victory. And the Devils on the weekend 2-0, now 15-1. Still conference at 5-0 since this was a non-conference game. But I tell you, this Springfield team has got some athletes out there. Got the big guy inside that wants to bang. That's what we heard in the scouting report.
Yep.
But the Devils held to their true game and pulled out the victory there, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, they came out, set the tone, in the first half with their defense, and then second half, their offense got into high gear, and a lot of it was, Wires on the push, with the ball getting it down, look for open people. And I tell you what, BL3 had to have 8 or 9 assists tonight. I know he didn't score a whole lot second half, but handled the ball, and made the right decisions, on the offensive end.
BL3 had 1 basket in the second half as it went everywhere else. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the second half scoring for the Blue Devils. So a good second half for the Devils and a good showing out there. Keyshawn back on track as he started off 2 for 4. Hit the next 4 free throws. Then he hit the next 3 out of 4 before hitting the last 1 out of 2. You said, hey, can you do that math for us to tell us how many that was? Well, in the first half, he was 6 for 8. In the second half, he was 4 for 6. So 6 and 8 is 14.
10 for 14. Right?
You got it. 2 shy of what I was calling for, 16. But that's okay. Nice night out there for the Devils on the victory out here. Well, that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around. We've got the Hardy's post-game show. And then, of course, we've got Coach's comments from Coach. And we'll follow up with a player of the game. But your final here at Blue Devil Gymnasium, a second victory on the weekend as the Devils win this one. Blue Devils 80, Senators out of Springfield 56. And this has been Blue Devil Basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
In the event of a sudden, serious injury to your bones or muscles, our orthopedic trauma surgeons are equipped to care for your injuries and optimize your healing. You can get immediate orthopedic care at our Level 2 Trauma Center or Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome to the pregame, or the pregame. Hey, we're going to go back to the pregame, the postgame show. And brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. Devils get the victory here. Game started off tied at 3, tied at 5, tied at 9. And Devils went on a 6-point run in the first quarter, up 15-9. Started the second quarter with a 3-pointer, which made it a 9-point run. Gave up 2 free throws, another 9-point run, at a 6 and another 6 in the first half. And at halftime, Devils led 39-17. Third quarter, Devils will put one more run of 7 out there, stretch it to 53-30 at the time. And after 3 quarters, 59-38. And they wrap everything up in the fourth quarter with an 80-56 victory on the night.
Yeah, I mean, they came out, set the tone early, defensively, giving them, 9 points and 8 points, in quarter 1 and quarter 2, set it up, and they were never challenged after that. Basically played him even the rest of the game.
Indeed. Hey, let's look at the box score here real quick. Unofficially, Springfield might be losing 2 points here. I'll get it figured. It's probably already in my book. I'm just not counted right. As Elijah Wade had 18 points, 16 in those late. Some good moves, some good dunks, but some of it was laziness on the Devils' part there. 14 out of Valor Komolafi, the big guy inside. 12 points out of Noah Wade, so the Wades end up with 30 points. 3 points from Logan Peach. He had a 3-pointer in the third quarter. 3 from Jaden Wilson. And we've got a 2. That's 2 free throws from Jackson Jenkins, and also 2 from Mayango Ale. And he fouled out with 3:30 or so in the third quarter with his 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. For the Blue Devils, they finished with 80 points. Leading the way, BL3 had 20, 18 of those in the first half, including 4 3-pointers. 18 from Keyshawn Thomas, 4 buckets, 10 for 14 on the line, and that's got to feel pretty good for Keyshawn there. First of all, getting to the line that many times. You drop down after that, 14 points from Dom Clay, a good game, and he had him across all 4 quarters. 10 points out of Cameron Wires. That was third and fourth quarter action for Cameron. And then we dropped down after 10 down to 8 points. Milton Whitfield, including 2 nice dunks, one with an alley-oop from almost half court from Cameron Wires. Then you drop down 6 points out of Rico Clay Jr. He battled inside for Como Laffy. And we had 2 points out of Jarius Rice Jr., 2 points from Mark Louthan in the ball game, but not scoring. Max Wires came in at the very end of the ball game. And that was our lineup for the day. 80 points for the Devils. More importantly, the number, 15 victories on the season to 1 loss. And a good job out here. Springfield, who came in tonight at 10-8 with a nice 4-game run, will have to go back home 10-9. But still, they got some sparks out there, and they'll do some fun over there in the Springfield. I believe the Springfield tournament comes up real soon.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's some good battling over there, like Lanphier and Southeast. I still haven't followed up on what happened there. They called the game early. We're not even sure which gymnasium it was in, but they were like, nope, we're not going to finish this game. You guys are way too much bragging rights in the state capitol.
Yeah, and, Springfield basketball looks like it's, on the rise, just like Peoria basketball is. So, with Sacred Heart Griffin there, with
Griffin's playing well, Sacred Heart.
Oh, yeah. Springfield basketball is on the rise.
Indeed, of course, you've got Lanphier, Southeast, Springfield High, Springfield, Sacred Heart Griffin. I'm missing somebody in there. Seems like I am, but Lanphier, Southeast, Springfield High, Sacred Heart is a separate one. It seems like there's one more in there, but maybe I'm wrong. Of course, around the outside is Chatham, Riverton, Rochester. A lot of good teams around there as well. So as we wait for Coach coming across here, let's go ahead and do our player of the game. Coach, who do you like for the player of the game?
Oh, there's so many choices. Yeah, I thought Cameron Wires, at the point, with his defense, with his, pushing the ball on the, secondary breaks and getting people good-looking shots. BL3 came out, on fire, in the first half. second half, God, he probably had to have 5-6 assists, the second half, getting into the paint and making, easy looks for Keyshawn and Dom. Keyshawn had a great game tonight too, with his rebounding, and the points that he scored.
And, of course, he had his early when the rebounding was really taking over the boards.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was 10 for 14 from the charity stripe. That alone is a confidence builder for him.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the one game he went, 4 for 11? So, he's turned it around. I think he's gotten more steady there and, stayed on the line and finished high. So, he did a good job tonight. And then you had Dom who, came out and, 14 points and, stellar defense. So I'm going to leave it to you, man.
Well, you can't do that, Coach.
Yes.
You cannot defer.
Yes.
As I look at that, boy, I'll tell you what. It's a tough. You named out some few things out there that were really key out there and really setting the stage. BL3 set the stage. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He had 18 points in the first half, assist, made things happen. He got the ball so that Keyshawn could get to the line, even though Keyshawn worked hard down there. And Dom is starting to emerge again, but he's been there as well. And Cam, but I got BL3 for the game since you're sending it my way.
Okay.
Too many factors for him out there with 20 points, but more importantly, the assist
and
bringing guys.
Like I say, he had to have 8 or 9 assists, easily. But and those assists were, good passes and easy looks, for the people that he got the ball to.
And I love it, Ja'Kai Castleman out there talking to Jimmy Louthan, Mark's dad, on the way out, almost like he's interviewing him as he was out selling programs beforehand. What a great kid. I wish we saw him more here in this second semester. We just don't have a lot of Quincy High girls games at home in the second semester. It only was in the first. And, of course, speaking of Coach Longo earlier today, I had said something about he's fighting the sand and the sun. He's not on the beach, folks. He's on the golf course. He spends most of his time in the sand on the golf course. So I just wanted to clear that up to make sure you're aware of that. And right now he goes, you know what? I can't deny that. You're right. But at least I'm on the golf course in warm weather while you're sitting there taking pictures of my house with snow and a couple snowmen out front. Yes, I am, Coach Longo. And glad we could share some sunshine down there in the Sunshine State in Florida. So say hi to Steve Altmix while you're down there as well. Boy, great job out there. Hey, we just picked our player of the game. With that, let's hear from the Freiburg Insurance Agency right here on meccasportsco.com.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
Back here in the postgame show, the Hardee's postgame show. We'll see if we get Dick and Pat Winter to wave at us tonight as they go by. Usually I yell down to him. We'll see what he has to take a look as he comes by. There he is. Hey, Wellman, I love it. How you doing, Dick and Pat? I got to love them. And, of course, their daughter. I don't see Doug the son out much anymore. Of course, he might be working on all those cars he's got. He's got a lot of classic cars in that. We'll challenge Doug Winter to get his tail out here and see us out here. You're never going to get close to how many games your dad's been. He's been a lot. And, of course, over there also at Quincy University. So we like it, too. When you have a double overtime, and we're mentioning this with Coach Douglas, you just wait till I open up with Coach here. When you have a double overtime before, it's time to kick everybody out as fast as possible. And Chris Klingel got on the public address and said, listen, see your kids at home, time to get out of the gym. And so I don't think we have a curfew. We can double check there.
It's only 9:30.
Yeah, nowhere to go for us except for the fact that I'll be heading to Columbia tomorrow. You'll head to Rockford. By the way, the girls play tomorrow at 2 o'clock, 1:45, and that will be the pregame show. It'll be Wellman solo that.
And it'll be audio only tomorrow, at the Sophie. So don't. You go ahead and text us where's the video, but there ain't going to be none tomorrow.
And by the way, we had Coach Longo shouted out. Thanks for the shout out. But he said Doug is in Florida too. So I'm thinking he's talking about Doug Wintura. And so a shout out to Doug Wintura in Florida. Hope you enjoyed as well. And now we excuse you since you're not here for not showing up to the game. We got a busy week next week. I tell you what, Coach. First of all, let's talk tomorrow. Not tomorrow. That game, we didn't see Stratfield. I think they were 9-7, maybe coming in. to the weekend, the Indians. So we'll have to see how the Blue Devils play. After today against Principia, they got to feel great as they work their way into the overtime.
We got some cake down there.
And one over here, Aaron, I thought they were bringing over some sandwiches. I was actually thinking maybe somewhere in there I might get a sandwich out here. But the Devils next week then jump into you look at that schedule.
Gauntlet.
Oh, and that's what you want. When you're going to play on a Tuesday against Moline, then you're going to play Rocky here at home, and then you're going to play Lincoln at home. The good news is 2 out of 3 of those games are here, and so we'll get to play in the friendly confines. I know you like to hear that. Brock and I, of course, the friendly confines fans, as we are Cub fans. Across the way here, it's Busch Stadium, number 3, right?
I don't know.
Sportsman, then I believe Busch Stadium 1, Busch Stadium 2, and Busch Stadium 3. Lots of time between now and baseball season, although you baseball fanatics will always bring it up. But that means spring will be coming very soon as well. I heard the birds early today. Headsets behind you there, Coach, as we get ready. And we bring in Andy Douglas.
Here, let me get out of your way, boss.
Yeah, we'll get him out here. We'll bring her down before he puts them on. All right, Coach. Hey, congratulations. First of all, Chris Klingel said get out of here, so thanks, Coach. We'll see you later.
All right. Nice talk to you guys.
And again, that's what happens when you have double overtime before. That was a fun sophomore game, and it got a lot of energy in here for the varsity.
Oh, there's no doubt. And those guys have a tendency to do that. We always say how our sophomores play kind of gives us energy or takes energy away. And, double overtime game, don't necessarily want those. I told RB I'm going to fire him if we have another 2 overtime game. But proud of our sophomore groups. They played really hard tonight.
Indeed. And tell you, overall, we came out right off the bat. BL3 hit shots. He shared the ball today, too. That's one of the positives. Keyshawn must have been the long sleeves. Went 10 for 14. I said early in the game, I want to see him at the line 16 times. He only got there 14, but 10 out of 14. Lots of good stuff. I don't know where to begin. Maybe a little bit on the coaching point of we got a little sloppy later, and I know when we started off, I think it was the third quarter, and we were firing shots, and as we always said, we can always take that shot. Let's get into our offense.
Yeah, you play the way we played in the first half and lock in, key in the way we did defensively. Arguably our best effort defensively in the first half, but they have a tendency to make the game sloppy. And we played right into it. We rushed some shots, 2 possessions in a row, and, things that we just can't do. We have to stay disciplined, as disciplined as possible. And that's not a time to just be content with, a 20-point lead. That's a time to, move it up to 30, 35 if we can. And we let the second half get away from us.
I saw a lot of excitement all pinned up, and he was sharing it out there. Milton got in. He was sharing everything he could, and he was talking, he was laughing, maybe taunting a little bit out there. But that's a whole bunch of bundled up basketball and energy ready to go.
You see the kid out there, man. He has a big smile on his face. He has every practice that he's come in. He's faced a lot of adversity, some of which was, on him, but he was still there every single day, ready to battle for his teammates, ready to make his teammates better. And in return, he made himself better. It's a kid that's been going up against Brad for the last 2 years and making him better, and Milton's improved as well. So it's just really fun to see him out here with the group. Emotional. When you have a kid that loves it so much, it's just an emotional night for us.
Well, yeah, and I thought Cameron Wires, first half especially, on the defensive end, obviously doing his thing, but offensively, you make a shot, they take it out of bounds, they get it to him. He pushed the ball up there on the secondary break and got a lot of good open looks for people.
Yeah, there weren't too many, possessions where Cameron wasn't in full control of the basketball, and he pushed it really well. We got the ball to the middle great tonight and looked to attack, which we needed. With their big in the middle playing a 2-3, he's the one that's usually going to be lifting away from the rim, and we were able to find Mark, Rico, Keyshawn. We were able to find guys, Jaraeus in the first half diving through the paint. Just a little mix of everything offensively tonight.
Yeah, and I thought Whitfield, his length. I don't know how many deflections he had in probably the first
4 in like a minute.
First 2 minutes he was in the game. I was
Right.
like, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And adding that to the mix, and guarding the basketball, that's going to bode well second half of the season.
No, really well. No, he adds a different dynamic to the group. He's, I say he reminds me a lot of Jarrell Brock, the way he guards on the ball, the amount of deflections that he gets. I mean, there's not too many people in the program that have had as many deflections as Jarrell Brock and Sean Dean and I say that
Sean Dean got a comment
in
there?
Yeah, Sean gets a comment.
Andy Douglas.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe threes off of deflections, but no, just a really good job of staying active.
I tell you what, let me end on this point. How about the play when Keyshawn blocks the shot up on the glass, dives before it goes out, and starts the break? That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Bonner said that might have been the greatest high school play he's ever seen in his life, and it was a great one. I mean, you have that type of energy and wherewithal to get back and pin the shot or block the shot, and then diving face first into the crowd, on the ground to get the ball. I mean, it's just a great effort.
I wonder if Coach Brenner was right over there, if he was yelling, "Good job, Keyshawn," by the way.
He might have helped him up.
And by the way, for all you youngsters there, game started at 8 o'clock when we were in the game, and so we never got anything done until 10 o'clock or after. So this is early for us old guys.
Yeah. It's late for me. 9:30, I'm ready to go to bed. It's been a long day.
All right, we're going to let you go, and I'll tell you what, we got a busy week. We'll talk about it next week as we head off to Wharton Fieldhouse, and that's the start of the week, one at a time.
Absolutely.
You got it.
Be ready for it.
Good job, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
And that's Andy Douglas. Of course, his comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. We'll hit that, come back for our last word, and wrap it up here from Blue Devil Gymnasium on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And back at Blue Devil Gymnasium, as you can see, only a couple people out there shooting. And Shuck Daddy's over there as well. We got to see him tonight as he's been spreading himself wherever it's at because he is the sports editor, so he can't just hang out at Blue Devil Gymnasium out here. Well, Coach, I tell you, that was a fun one tonight. You have a safe trip home tomorrow. Please listen, and, of course, I'll be shouting out from Columbia at the Sophie Classic. Should be a lot of fun. These last 3 days have been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I mean we've seen a lot of basketball here. Thursday night at Wharton. Coming down here Friday night for the Blue Devils and Alleman Catholic. And then today over at the Sophie and Columbia, and then back here for the Blue Devils and Springfield. So yeah, a lot of basketball. 4 games in 3 days. You're doing 5 in 4. So. Have a good call tomorrow, and hopefully the Lady Blue Devils will come up with another W.
There you go, just trying to get the legs for the postseason. We got to have them as well. So for Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. The final here from Blue Devil Gymnasium as the Devils win 2, beating Alleman Catholic on Friday night, and tonight against the Springfield Senators, the victory 80-56. Stay right with us tomorrow for the girls out there, of course, at 2 o'clock with a 1:45 pregame show, and then lots of action next week. Devils win. And we'll be back next week after tomorrow, of course, with Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.